Quinn Meinerz put on a show at the Reese's Senior Bowl this weekend and quickly became a fan favorite with his crop top jersey look. The D3 product was relatively unknown going into this week, but showed he could hold himself with the quote-unquote big boys. But who is Quinn Meinerz? In the Who Is series, we go through the backstories of up-and-coming collegiate and pro athletes. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and let me know who you want to see in future episodes. There was not a lot of information I could find on Quinn Meinerz, but I will tell you everything I could find. Meinerz grew up in Hartford, Wisconsin, which is located in central Wisconsin, northwest of Milwaukee. He attended Hartford High School, where he would become a part of the football team, wrestling team, and compete in track and field. Throughout his high school career, Meinerz played offensive line and defensive line. During Meinerz's senior year, Hartford finished the season going 7-4 and lost in the second round of the Wisconsin State playoffs to Brookfield Central. While in high school, Meinerz was named honorable mention All-State for both offensive line and defensive line. According to Quinn Meinerz's NCSA profile, he measured to be 6'3" and weighed 270 pounds coming out of high school. He could bench 315 pounds, ran a 5'3" 40, and ran a 4.65-10-5 shuttle. According to his Wisconsin Whitewater page, he chose UW Whitewater due to their business school and football team. If you don't know, Wisconsin Whitewater is a dominant Division III football program. Since 2007, the Warhawks have won 6 Division III national titles and 10 conference titles. They are a top-notch Division III football program. During his freshman year, Meinerz played in 2 games against Washington St. Louis and UW Stout. He performed well in the classroom, being named to the Wisconsin Intercollegiate Athletic Conference Scholastic Honor Roll. During his sophomore year, Meinerz appeared in all of Whitewater's 14 games. He helped the Warhawks lead the WIAC in scoring offense with 39.2 points per game, rushing offense with 240.5 yards per game, and total offense with 435.8 yards per game. The Warhawks also ranked top 25 in the nation for scoring offense, first downs, and passing yards per completion. Meinerz was named to the Division III Football.com Second Team All-West Region, First Team All-Wisconsin Intercollegiate Athletic Conference, and National Strength and Conditioning Association All-American for his commitment to strength and conditioning. During his junior year, Meinerz started in all 15 of Whitewater's games, helping the team get to the Division III championship known as the Stag Bowl. He won multiple preseason awards and was named a team captain. He helped the Warhawks lead the conference in rushing offense, first downs, points per game, and total offense per game. The team as a whole let up 21 sacks throughout the whole season, and Meinerz won the team's Offensive Lineman Award and Team MVP Award. He was also named a first-team All-American for Division III. Unfortunately, Quinn Meinerz was robbed of his senior football season due to the cancellation of the season because of COVID-19. Meinerz did everything he could to train and earn the attention of NFL scouts. He spent most of his summer working alone in a remote part of Canada. He cleared brush, rolled 400-pound fuel tanks, and cleared trees 8 hours a day in an area that only had internet connection 1 hour per day. Meinerz was helping his uncle run a popular fly fishing spot. When he was not helping his uncle, Meinerz was working out for football. The issue was, he had no weights. So he improvised by pushing giant rocks and clearing small trees with his bare hands. Meinerz told NFL Network, "Hitting wood wasn't the most fun thing I had to do up there, but it was what I had." Meinerz also taught himself how to snap a football so he could play center. He snapped into a trash can and set up a GoPro in his backyard so he could analyze his technique. Quinn originally was not supposed to be at the Senior Bowl, but when Alabama center Landon Dickerson suffered a torn ACL during the Sugar Bowl, there was an open roster spot. Due to the NFL Scouting Combine being canceled and the NFL draft process being very different, on top of not playing in front of scouts since 2019, when Senior Bowl director Jim Nagy called, it was a no-brainer to go play. Meinerz spoke on the situation saying, "I've been working really hard to do what I do. It was super exciting to get that call from Jim Nagy saying, 'Hey, you want to put on the Warhawks helmet one more time?'" While at the Senior Bowl, Meinerz played extremely well, pancaking Pac-12 defensive linemen and holding his own against Big Ten competition. A lot of the time, the question around small school linemen is whether they could translate their success to the next level. Meinerz showed he was the real deal. To add to his legendary status, Meinerz suffered a broken hand on the first snap of Thursday's session and kept practicing for nearly 2 hours. He reacted to the situation saying, "How did this happen? I've drank whole milk my whole life." Miners begged to play during the Senior Bowl, but was unable to go. He was voted his team's Practice Player of the Week, though. Miners agent Ron Slavin told reporters it's 100% cliche, but it's completely true. He's all about football. He's been training and practicing for this moment, and he's absolutely making the most of it. He's not letting the broken hand slow him down at all. Along with his great play on the field, Miners also became a social media sensation when his tucked jersey came untucked, exposing his gut. The 320-pounder joked, "I'm working on it. I don't have the abs. Right now, I've got the keg." A former Whitewater teammate talked about how Miners liked to expose his gut during the Wisconsin Winters, saying, "He's always liked to let the belly breathe." Coming into the Senior Bowl, Miners was mainly graded as a late-round draft pick, but after his performance this week, that could change. Miners went from playing offensive guard his whole collegiate career to having his first reps at center at the Senior Bowl. It will be an interesting few months for Miners due to probably not having a normal pro day like all the other bigger school products. He has been working out in Texas and at the Watts Brothers facility in Milwaukee. Miners is expected to post better numbers than Ali Marpet, who was the highest Division III prospect ever picked back in 2015 at the 61st overall pick. I'm excited to see where things go for Miners, and if he sees this video, he's got a big fan. The dude might have just made himself a day 2 pick. If you enjoyed this video, check out my other videos in the Who Is series. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, remember to embrace the grind.